She's feeling a little silly this morning. All right, you guys, so we're going to do some shipping today. For those of you that don't know who I am Charity, aka NiceComps. I am out of the South Austin, Texas area, and I am a full-time reseller. So I have been doing full-time reselling for, well, I started reselling a couple years ago, but I definitely wasn't full-time. My prior career, I was doing marketing. And so I was doing that, and I was doing a little reselling on the side, just kind of getting rid of some stuff that my mom had left when she passed, so just like decorations and stuff that I wasn't going to keep. And I realized I could make money doing it, which was crazy. And then I figured out that I could go to garage sales, which was even crazier. And then I realized I loved garage sales so much. And so then I started hoarding things. And then the position I had was no longer available. They dissolved my position. And so I either had to go back into marketing or I needed to do this full time. And I decided to do this full time because I freaking love it. And I have not looked back and I love it. So April, welcome in. April's here. Dwight's in the house. Court's here. Good morning. Jessica Rose. Guys, how was the weekend? How was your weekend? Yay, work entertainment. Right? That's how I am too. It's like I see one of y'all on and I'm like, oh, somebody's doing something while I work. Those of you that are joining us over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining in. Y'all know I'm on the grind to try to get monetized over there. Someday, in a way far off land, where I can magically get 4,000 watch hours, it will happen. Good morning, Leo Pickles! Okay, so this is going to be our stuff from the weekend. So this is everything that sold on Saturday and Sunday. And then I think we had one sale this morning already. It's a little bit of everything. So it's going to mainly be clothes. I have one item. I'm so happy it's sold. It has been in my inventory since the dawn of the age of the dawn of the dinosaur. It's just been collecting dust in my inventory. And okay, truth time, admit time. So I used to be with Vendu, which is a cross-listing platform. I use Nifty now. But when I was with Vendu, they did come out with this feature where you could like auto bulk delist and relist stuff. I was super lazy and I didn't do it. So I would go in and delist and relist sometimes, but I was really insanely inconsistent with it. And so what's nice with Nifty is it just auto does it. So I don't have to like put it on my to-do list for the day, which is amazing. I have an item in here that I have literally had in my inventory for 2 years. That is not a joke. It delisted because I've only been doing the Nifty auto delist and relist for about, I guess it's been like maybe 60 days. And so it finally reached this item. It delisted this shirt and it relisted it and it sold in 4 days. So it's like, okay, Nifty, you're amazing. We all know it. Good Lord. Joey sold his first original art yesterday on WN. That's amazing. Joey. Oh my goodness. I love that. Sales dead over here, says K-Rock loud. It's the end of the month, guys. So payday is going to be tomorrow. A lot of times you'll have a good weekend sales if payday falls before the weekend. But since before the weekend, it was only like the 28th and 29th kind of the month, people don't get paid again until now. We also have an interesting economy that's happening, and we're not going to go on to that here. But we have an interesting economy that's happening. You know, more tariffs and stuff were announced today. So things are going to get weird, guys. It's going to get weird. Just be happy that you are in a business where you resell items, because ain't nobody going to be able to afford anything new. Ding! Creekside, what's going on? What is up? If I missed any of your guys' comments, I apologize in advance. I've been killing on an Etsy over the week with my vintage stuff. River and Dock. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Fantastic. Tax return season also. Yes. Good morning, Mom, that hustler. Jen, welcome in. Okay, guys, let's get this party started. So we are going to start out with, I'm just going to kind of go in order here of what I see. So the first thing we've got here is a little Vineyard Vines. This is a gingham plaid. This is the classic Tucker. I've sold this before. Vineyard Vines is interesting for me because Vineyard Vines a couple years ago even like a year and a half ago, could get a little bit more, not quite as much as you could get in the past. However, y'all know I'm a turn and burn seller. And what I mean by that is I want to get stuff in my inventory and I want to get it out as fast as possible. Because every time that something sits in my inventory and it sits and sits and sits, I think of it as like, it's costing me money, right? It's like rent in my house. I'm like paying for this house guest to just be in my house, and I haven't sold this house guest, and this house guest is starting to hang out. You know what they say about guests? Like, it's like fish. After 3 days, it starts to stink, right? So some of the stuff that you have in your inventory, if it's been sitting there a long time, it's costing you money, honey. And so for me, I like to get stuff in and out. So I picked this up at our little local thrift store for $1 because it was on a dollar day sale situation. And so for me, any profit is good. So I wound up taking an offer on this. I think I had it listed for 17 or something. I took an offer for 13 because, like I said, great, take it. 13 bucks. That is $12 more than I paid for it. It took me 4 seconds to photograph it. Easy list because I use the nifty AI. And so for me, I want stuff in and I want it out. I probably could have hung on and made 16, 18 bucks for it maybe, but it's just not even worth it to me. So this is going to be under £1. So we're going to go ahead and ship this straight out of our fantastic place called eBay and moving right along. So this person is going to get we're going to save that basketball actually for another thing. This person is going to get a little chicken and a little chicken. What is going on? It is not Ariat, but I have one that's Ariat that looks just like that. Actually, I think it might have sold and I think we might be shipping it today. So that's weird. That's funny that you asked that. No, this is just a little Vineyard Vines. And like I said, I think Vineyard Vines, for me anyways, in my opinion, was worth a little bit more about a year and a half ago. It seems like the price of that stuff has gone down. I don't know. What is your guys' opinion on that? What's your opinion on that? Okay, so we are going to pay $5.49 to ship it. He paid $6.99. This is going to David in California. We're going to print this out. So anything that's under £1, we're going to be shipping straight out of eBay. Anything that's over £1, I ship using Pirate Ship. And the reason I do that is because for me, where I live in this beautiful country, it is just less expensive. It's less expensive every single time. So what is up, Bailey? What are you doing, Bailey? What are you doing, Bailey? All right, putting this in our post office bag and moving right along. All right. Oh, I just realized I don't have... Guys, if you have to hang out in a room all day, or I should say get to, you got to have it look interesting. I freaking love this thing. It just adds a little ambiance. It adds a little ambiance, as they say. Okay, I was wondering because I thought the tag said Harriet. No, it said... I want to make sure I grab the right one. Oh! You just saved me! Oh my god! You just saved me! Oh my gosh, Erica. If I had not been on here, I would not have realized that. Because they look so alike. Ah! Honey. Justin. I just got saved. So one of our viewers here, Miss Erica, was like, is that Ariat? And I was like, oh no, this is Vineyard Vines. I said, but I have an Ariat shirt that looks almost just like that. And ironically enough, I think I sold it. And then she's like, oh, because it looked like Ariat. Girl! You just saved me. You just literally saved me from having to do 2 refunds. Ah! Did you ever know that you're my hero? All right, so we're going to put the Vineyard Vines in here. And then we're going to reseal it. What's that, babe? Yeah, they both sold, and they look super alike. And so I grabbed the wrong one, and I wouldn't even have thought of it either, because I didn't think about the fact that they both sold until she had mentioned, oh, does that look like Ariat? And I was like, no, I think I have an Ariat one that looks like that. And I was like, wait a second. Didn't I sell that this weekend? Dude, literally, You're the actual goat. Goat. Amazing. How's that? I did that last week, same brand, wrong shirt. 2 returns and a rude buyer all in 1 week. Oh my gosh, Bailey says I did that last night. Whoo! Literally. You literally saved me. Like, oh my goodness. That's incredible. And I would have gone back and I would have watched this video had I not looked. And then I would have been like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Wow. All right, that should be the same weight too. Yeah, even less, so we're good. Whoo! Good Lord! Hallelujah. Thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're the goat. You're my best friend today. Sorry, honey, I have a new best friend today. Erica's my new best friend. Mine too. Justin says mine too. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and ship this Ariat Pro Chase shirt. They look so alike. That's so crazy. So this one I picked up for, you know what? Honestly, I don't remember on this one. I think I've had this one for a little bit. I think this was one of the things in our garage hoard. So Ariat still sells crazy well for me. I don't find I have to discount anything. In fact, it's pretty crazy the stuff that will sell with Ariat. Like, I sold a couple pairs of jeans. I think that was last week we did that. And literally, they were like completely and totally destroyed. Like, holes all down the gusset, like destroyed. Still sold them for like $22. So crazy. Both items were Abercrombie. Oh, Bailey, I'm so sorry. It sucks. I've done it. I've shipped the wrong thing before. I've done that with Levi's quite a few times, actually. Where do you buy small boxes from? Creekside, I usually get them for free. So we have a O'Reilly's and an AutoZone kind of close to where I live. So I can just stop in there or go back behind where the dumpsters are, and there's usually tons of cardboard back there. And then same thing with like the dollar store. We have a dollar store by us too, which I can go there. General Dollar has the cart right out front. So I usually just, but guys, I'm a trash pirate. Y'all know that. So if I can get stuff for free, I'm all about that. Because buying hat boxes and stuff, it gets expensive. It's usually like, if you go and you try to buy like even a hat box that's like, let's say it's like a 7x7x6, it's going to cost you $1. So it's like either I got to mark my prices up $1 or I got to take $1 loss. Well, if I ship 60 hats, that's 60, bucks. So I'm all about the free. Who do you use for small shipping? Kate, who do you use for small shipping? You mean like small items, like under a pound? If it's under a pound and it's on eBay, I just ship it straight from eBay. If it's over a pound, I use Pirate Ship. Okay, so we're going to get this, if that's what you meant. If not, feel free to clarify on that one. Okay, so we are at 12 ounces for this, tab 12, and then let's see. So we are going to pay $5.49 for shipping. Our friend Jose from California, that's 2 Californias too, that's so crazy. It paid probably $6.99 is what I charged for my long sleeves. So I made my original investment back, probably something close to it. I probably picked this up at a garage sale for like $1. That's usually kind of my jam and jelly. Y'all know I'm cheap. I watch some of your guys' thrifting videos and you're like, I scored these for $10.99. I'm like, $10.99? That's outrageous. I'm so cheap. I'm a cheap girl. Okay, that's what she said. All right. Okay, so we're going to purchase this label and get this shipped out. What's going on? All right, printing this out. Kelly, Caroline, what are you doing today? Because it's Monday. Are you doing anything interesting? Everyone is quiet over on YouTube today. Quiet on the YouTubes. What's up with that? Everybody is teepee. Wake up, you sleepy heads. Get up, get out of bed. Wake up, you sleepy heads. Time to get up, and get happy. Nana of 17. Whoa, that's a lot of Christmas presents. All right, so next thing we got here, this is a Vermont Christmas Company Witch's Brew jigsaw puzzle. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. No, not a garage sale, just kidding. It was a senior center sale. I picked this up for $1, a couple weeks ago, I think. So we are going to get a label for this, and this is going to be over a pound, so we are going to go ahead and go over to Pirate Ship. let's see, this person bought this for $11.27. Probably, that's probably a nifty offer that got sent out because I don't ever do cents things. So great. We made about $10 on this after fees and all that, maybe $8. The great thing about these kind of things is it's so easy to list, especially because I just use the nifty AI. So I just give them a picture of the barcode and it literally made this entire listing for me. I didn't even change the title. So it says Vermont Christmas Company Witch's Brew Jigsaw Puzzle, 1,000 piece, sealed. Oh, I did write gift on the end because whenever something's sealed, I usually write that. So we're going to put this in a little bit of foam and send her on her way. Put her in a little bit of foam and send her on her way. Put her in a little bit of foam and send her on her way. Ding. Ding. Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. All right, let's get this in here. And then what are they going to get? Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. They're going to get a little pig sticker and we're going to wrap this up. So I use foam for this. I get this foam for free because I have made a connection with a very nice gentleman in town here. Owns, or works, I should say, works for a company that they put the lettering on road signs. So, you know, when you see something that's like, Las Vegas, 48 miles. I don't know why I picked Las Vegas, but Las Vegas, 48 miles. When you see that, their company is one of the companies that puts the lettering on stuff. And so they get all of these metal signs delivered in foam, and then they usually just throw the foam away. So I was able to kind of create a little connection with him, and so I go every like 6 months or so and just get like massive amounts of foam, which is great. Like now I just need like a box guy, a tape guy, like a poly bags guy. Like it's weird too because when we moved here, we moved here from Seattle area. And I had connections there, so I had, like, people I'd buy wholesale stuff from if I needed to, or I had, like, a guy I used to get boxes from, and so I just had, like, connections. My neighbors all used to set their Amazon envelopes. I had, like, 6 neighbors that would set their Amazon envelopes on their porch, and I would get those. And so I loved having all those connections. So when we moved here, it's like that's kind of been my goal. Is I need to get I need connections again. You know, they call it networking. I call it net worthing because it saves you money in the long end. Sheffy, yes, good to see we have another believer. Or am I a believer? Ooh, all right, here we go. Doing this here. What is our weight? Let's see what our weight is. It's 1 pound 8 ounces. Okay, 1 pound 8 ounces. And we're going to do 12 by 8 by 2. And let's take a look here. So we are paying the exact same price that they paid for shipping. Yay! And this is going to, this is going overseas. So crazy. So it's going to Illinois, right? Originally, it's going to Illinois. So it's going to Richard, but it's going to Illinois. And then from Illinois, it's going somewhere. So that's cool. Our little witch's brew's going overseas. I love that. One of the big reasons I think I sell a lot of stuff that was made in the USA overseas is because in my listing and my keywords, I always write like American, USA, America, because people that are overseas are looking for pop culture stuff that's from the States. So they'll write like United States cartoon shirt or American made, whatever. And so I sell a lot of my stuff. In fact, I would go so far as to say 70% of my made in the USA stuff goes overseas, which is like a crazy percentage. It's a lot. It is a lot. In that case, you use the eBay shipping. Yes. Yeah, because this is international. So, I mean, I can just take it and put it over into pirate ship if I want, but I wasn't going to save any money with this, so that's a negligible. But you can put it over into pirate ship for sure. All right, because it's just going to Illinois. It didn't used to be like that. The only one you can't do, the only one that's tough is you just got to do a kind of a weird process for it, which works, is doing like some of the APO addresses. it gets a little weird over there on pirate ship. But you can do it. You just have to go about it slightly differently, which I learned how to do that actually recently. Okay, next thing we've got here, I got this. Oh my gosh, I've had this forever. This is one of those things that, you know how when you get something and you think it's going to sell like really fast and then it doesn't? So I picked this up for $7.99 at Goodwill forever ago. It was $7.99 2 years ago. Now it would be like, $30 at Goodwill or something. But it's a Lakers, it's Fisher, it's a good long jersey. It is one of the finals ones. However, there was quite a few of these for sale, which I was surprised. You never know. But 2 years ago, I didn't look up comps. Anyways, I still would have bought it because for $7.99, heck yeah. So we sold this, and this is, what did we sell it for? We sold this for $46. So I think I had it listed for probably, well, when I first listed it, I listed it for like $70. Nope, nothing. And so just over time, it's gone down and down and down. Nifty delisted this, relisted it. So I have on my Nifty, I have it set so that when stuff delists and relists, it goes down by 1%. And so it's not a whole lot of money, but it's enough to give it a fresh price. And so this delisted and then relisted for 1% less than it was, or close to 1%. Basketball. How perfect is that? FBI, Ford's here. Knock, knock. It's criminal how much money I'm making. Oh, no, that's not true. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. But that's okay, because we're grinding and we're gonna keep grinding. And we're never gonna stop because we are relentless in our pursuit of happiness. And paying our bills, paying our bills, paying the bills. All right, let's get this in here. So $46, I mean, we still made money on this, but like I said, it has been listed for a long time. So much longer than I would like things to be listed for. So this is exactly a pound. I think, yeah, I'm just going to print this straight out of pirate ship because it's going to California, or straight out of eBay. I think this is going to be the exact same price because it is literally straight out of pirate ship, or straight 1 pound. Let's see here. So $7.57. Shall we experiment? Let's experiment this morning. I have a feeling this is probably going to be just about the same, but let's take a look here. So we are going to put this over in pirate ship, and let's see what we see. Yarg. Oh, why does it always log me out? Pirate ship, are you trying to make me crazy? Why do you log me out? Why do you log me out? Pirate ship, I want to stay logged in. Please don't log me out. You keep asking me if I'm a robot or a pirate. Make sure you use the same email and reset. Oh, come on. Oh, well, I spelled it wrong. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, pirate ship. I spelled it wrong. Oh, nope, it still doesn't like that. Oh, no, I spelled 2 things wrong. Whoa, the dyslexia has struck hard today. Don't worry about it. It will hopefully get better. Okay, let's try this. All right, so we're going to see if this gets any cheaper. So California is usually one of the most expensive places for me to ship to. I don't know why, but it is. And we're going to do, oh, this is now this is saying, oh, well, we are going to do this. So let's experiment first. We'll experiment first because now this is coming in at 15 ounces. So we want to be below that pound. So let's take a look. So on pirate ship, if we kept it at the pound, it's exactly the same. And the reason I knew that is because over on eBay, it did give me the option for the USPS Ground Advantage. A lot of times for me will classify as cubic ground or cubic advantage when it's between eBay. eBay won't show that it's cubic, but most of the time it does. So if it's straight a pound, 80% of the time it'll be the same. There's a little 20% difference from time to time. I think we did it last week and we saved like 1 penny. What was it, like 1 penny? But we are going to ship this out of pirate ship because it is now coming in at 15 ounces. So this will save us money. All right, so we are going to do, this is going to Michael in California, envelope, and we are at 0 tab 15. So this should bring this down to probably like $6.99, maybe $7.12, somewhere right in there. Ooh, $6.39. Because it went UPS. Well, take that. So we made $2 on that. So we made all together on this like maybe like $30, which is fine. It's great. No complaints on that. I had somebody ask me last week what my average sale price was of stuff, and it was actually higher than I thought, which was really cool. So I was thinking that my average sale price of stuff, and I found this out because Nifty has an analytics section that I didn't know that they have, and I was talking to Surf, and he told me that they did. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I went in and I looked at my analytics, and my average sale price of stuff is $36, which is like so crazy. That's way more than I thought. Because like, you know, you ship so many of these like $15 or $18 or $22 or is kind of like what I ship, because I sell a lot of Levi's, and so I'm shipping a lot of that. I sell a lot of Ralph Lauren polo button-ups and stuff like that, so it's usually right in there. But some of those big bangers I think kind of averages it out, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That is annoying. You have to log back in. I know, it's so annoying. Some days it doesn't do that, some days it does. eBay International offers no option for buyer return, so once you shipped, you're safe. Exactly. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. No, you don't. All right, so this is going to go UPS, please, and thank you. All right, and we got to put our tracking number in here. Move it over here. Ooh, it feels muggy today. Anybody else in Texas? Who's in Texas? Riz, does it feel muggy to you today? It feels muggy to me today. It feels like, ugh. Like the air is thick. The air is a thick boy. All right, saving that, and we're going to go over here. And, okay, let's see what's next. So next up, we've got some magazines. So y'all know I sell, we've gone over this a million times, so I won't go into the crazy story. But I got a whole box of memorabilia from someone and a bunch of, like, comics and a bunch of, Angels and Dodgers stuff, like baseball stuff. And so I just keep selling it. So in here is like a whole bunch of like old vintage Dodgers memorabilia stuff. Nothing was worth a ton, only because it isn't like, there was other ones like this for sale. Let's see, this is a little part that goes with this that it fell out. So let's put that back. Let's put that back. And in fact, we are going to make sure we didn't lose anything else here. There's some sort of like little game or something that came with this where you like cut the guys out and then play. It's basically paper dolls for guys. That's what it is. It's paper dolls for guys. We're going to put that in its own little envelope here just so I can't have someone saying, I got this and it is missing 3 of the little pieces. I would like a 50% refund. I'm like, nope. Nope. Brett, what are you doing? Doris, good to see ya. All right. Okay, so we got this there, and then we're going to put this with this, and this with that. It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and if you can deal with this, then you can deal with that. I think you'll deal with this because this is where it's at. Ooh, we are on the stimming train today, guys. Some days are like that for me. So for those of you that don't know what that is, for people that have spicy brains like myself, we do something called stimming, which is like, we get something in our head, like a song or something, and it just comes out. It's like a way of like, it's like a self-soothing thing, which I wish I would have known what that was when I was younger, because I used to just, I think, annoy people with that. So, okay. Does anybody remember the story I told about the guy that was a missing person? It was a true crime thing. He was a missing person, and I found stuff with his name on it. So I went down this rabbit hole, and I finally connected with his sister, and she told me that it was not, this stuff didn't belong to her brother, but it belonged to an uncle that had the same name. I'm covering the address, but there's proof. There it is. Gary Mathias. If you guys look up the case of Gary Mathias. So I meet this guy at this garage sale, and it sounds like the guy I met at the garage sale is this gal's uncle, which would make sense because the guy was like in his 80s. So timeline wise, it would make sense that this is the uncle and not the guy, because the guy would be in his like late 60s or something like that. Anyways, so this one envelope had the name on it. Like, so crazy. So crazy. Such life is weird like that, right? Life is an interesting thing. So I don't know if anybody remembers me talking about that the other day, but we just happened to sell that. That's what they say, right? If you want something in your inventory to sell, all you got to do is talk about it. Because if you talk about it, this magical thing will happen and it'll sell. It's so crazy. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. So we're just kind of wrapping this up here, making her all nice and pretty. Sweet Briar's here! What are you doing, Sweet Briar? What is my Sweet Briar up to on this fantastic Monday? All right, so this person is going to get a cute little, I think that's supposed to be a porcupine. It's like a porcupine on a log hanging out, being adorable. So everyone that gets stuff from me gets wrapped in excessive amounts of foam. The people that get these are probably like, geez, she really wrapped this sucker up. It's like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you get free foam. Everybody gets free packing materials. Oh my goodness. Oh, in the words of Pickle Man, oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. I had so much fun live thrifting with you guys. We like literally killed both of our phone batteries the other day. Oh, by the way, remember the thrifting thing that we did on Saturday, the thrift store we went to on Saturday? So, I found out, just as my phone was dying, I found out that everything in the store was 50% off. So all those things that we passed up, I didn't go back and re-look through everything because we had to get home. We had 2 dogs that like needed to get their food. And so I didn't like go and, you know, get a whole bunch more, but I did go back and get that Disney, it was like a Disney store, like a Disney animation studio button-up polo. It had fish all over it. It was like an employee shirt. They wanted $7 for it, and so I was like, I don't want to pay $7 for this because I think it's going to be a slow seller. But once I realized it was only going to be like $3.50, I was like, okay, for $3.50, I'll get it. If it sits an extra couple months, then that's okay. But Riz says, love your life through, so satisfying. Oh my God, thanks, that was super fun. Havoc's here. What is up? Mom is here. Now the party can get going. All right, so this is what we got here. And then what I like to do is I have these little stickers that I got. And where are they? Where's my stickers? Oh, my Lord. Oh, I need to order some more. Ooh, she needs to place an order. So I got these. Now, I don't know that it helps, right? It says do not bend. I don't know that it helps. But I like to pretend that it does. And then that way, if some postal guy bends the living bejeebers out of this, at least I have said, hey, I put do not bend on the item. You weren't supposed to bend it. That's not my bad. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this shipped here. And let's take a look here. It's probably going to cost the exact same amount that I asked for the shipping. I don't really make money on any of these, but that's okay. We don't need to make money on that. So yeah, I asked $4.63 for it. We're paying $4.62. So we're good. And then the whole thing sold for like $13. So it's so crazy. Out of that box, I paid $20 for the box. Once every single one of those magazines sells, and taking into consideration the ones that have already sold, I think we will have made $2,200 off that box from a garage sale. So crazy. I love it. That's why I love being a trash pirate. I get in there there and I'm like, do-do, do-do, do-do. And I'm like, ooh, a mystery box. And I get in there and I'm like, and I'm like rifling through. Love that. All right, printing that out. I love being a trash pirate. It's a professional situation. All right, going to post office. That, I know, it is phenomenal, right? I love those ones. Like, it makes up for the things that sit in your inventory forever, like our next item. All right, where is this? Okay, first of all, number one, we're going to have to dust this. So I always keep little, like, Swiffer things, like a little Swiffer rag thing, or, like, the other little Swiffers that, like, go on the wand, because then you're able to just do a little of that, and you're able to do a little bit of this, because when things have been sitting for a while, the item itself isn't dusty because it's in a bag, but the bag itself is super dusty. So if you just take and do that, it'll help to get rid of the dust so that when your person gets their item, they're not like, oh, thanks so much for the dusty shirt. Be David. What's going on? All right, so they're getting a penguin. They're getting this. So what this is this is a little Y2K Cougar Country shirt. I mean, I don't buy this kind of stuff very often anymore because it tends to sit. Like, I got this when I was up in Seattle. I mean, even the title is probably bad, but I am very happy to have sold it. So it is SKU number 104. This was the 104th clothing item I listed. We are way beyond that. I think we're at like 16, almost 1,700 now. So that tells you how long that's been sitting in my inventory for a long time. So I have no idea how much for this. I mean, I either got it at a garage sale for $1 or paid too much for it at Goodwill. I don't know because I've had this literally for just so long I can't remember. So the second I got an offer for $12, I was like, taking it. I was like, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Actually, you know what? I think they offered me 10. And I think I came back because it was listed for like 17. And I was like, they offered 10. I bet you if I do this. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. As a small business, I can't do, 60% off or 40% off or whatever it was. But I can do this. I hope this works for you. So I kind of risked it for the biscuit on that because they could have just come back and said no. But it's like, hey, let's try it. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you might as well try it, right? Okay. So we are paying $4.62 to ship this. This is going to Jenny in Michigan. Jenny paid $5.99. So made about $1, a little over $1 on the shipping of that. So, Mike's here. I had 56 sales this weekend, including a 9,500 sewing machine. Whoa! Little fat guy's killing it. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. I said a boom, chicka boom. That's fantastic. Monster Joe, what you doing? What you doing, Monster Joe? Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm happy to see you, Mike. That's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing with us. It helps to motivate us. Okay, next up, we've got a pair of Levi's. Surprise, surprise. And then let's take a look. What SKU is this? So this is SKU 816. 816. Where are you at? All right, we're going to get our little duster because this one's been sitting for a minute too. So this is a pair of 2013 Levi's. These are 515s. I would never suggest getting these. These are a women's pair of pants and they have paint spots on them. I guarantee you I picked these up as a new baby reseller. Probably did not even notice the paint spots because I didn't used to like check stuff as well. I'm sure I picked these up for $1. And I am happy to see them leaving my inventory for $8.29. So definitely not a banger. Thank you for leaving. They do have a boot cut, which is probably the only reason that they sold. But I just don't pick up women's Levi's unless I can get any more. I don't pick them up unless there's like 2 or 3 pairs at a sale and they're all the same, unless they're vintage, of course. But if they're just regular, standard, modern Levi's, I don't pick them up unless there's like 2 or 3 of them that are all the same size, all the same inseam, they're all kind of the same. I'll pick them up and then I'll do a little bundle, and that makes it worth it. But otherwise, this kind of stuff, isn't worth it. Now, if you're a newer reseller though, and you're just trying to get reviews and you're trying to get some sales under your belt, there's nothing wrong with that. But that is just not something I'd pick up now. We're going to go ahead and go over to Pirate Ship because these are going to be over £1 and get this shipped out. Whew, need a little more coffee. Ruth, what's up, Spicy? Spicy's in the house. Guess what we were doing this morning? We were making my stickers. We were making my stickers because I have been telling everybody, like, I gotta get more stickers. You know, I need to buy your stickers. Where's everyone's stickers? And then I realized I don't even have stickers myself. So I've literally been, like, talking smack and hadn't even had stickers for anyone. My own stickers. So I was like, Charity, you need to practice what you preach, girlfriend. So I got some stickers designed this weekend. It's what we used to do, is like graphic designy stuff for marketing. So I whipped out some stickers, and I think they're super cute. And so I will have those for sale during our Whatnot shows. I won't have them right now because I have to order them today. So it'll be a few weeks, or maybe like a week or so. But don't forget, we have our W in on Tuesday. I think we're doing plush toys, vintage stuff, vintage toys. All right, so this pair of pants, ooh, these are really expensive. Why are these so expensive? Where are these going? Did I put the wrong? Oh, California. Man, California. Why are you guys always killing me in California? I'm telling you, it's insanity. California eats me alive when it comes to shipping prices. Every time. I could ship to Washington and Oregon and have it be less. Okay, so these are going Ground Cubic Advantage 833, which isn't bad. So this is important too when you're doing stuff like this that can squish a little bit, like this. See how this can like squish? So it's like, what is really the size of this? I put this as 9 by 8 by 2, and it was 947. I changed it to 8 by 8, and chose poly bag, and it brought it down to 833. So that's a huge difference. So sometimes just playing around with that a little bit can help. Because what is this really? This could be 8, this could be 4 or 5 inches. I mean, it's not like it's a box where it's going to stay that size. So $8.33, we charged $8.99, so made about 50 cents on that. I'm just happy. Like I said, this is another one of those, like, thank you so much. I'm happy to see this leave my inventory moving right along. Shauna's here! Shauna's in the house. Pirate Ship. Yeah, Susan. So Pirate Ship is a site. It's free. You can sign up to get an account, and it allows you to buy a shipping label to ship your items outside of the platform you're on. So if you're on eBay, it allows you to ship there, or allows you to buy a shipping label outside of it. And a lot of times it's less expensive over there. So if you do flat rate shipping like I do, you get to keep the difference. So let's say I charge $8.99 for shipping, but it's only $8.43 for shipping. I get to keep that 50 cents. So, and it doesn't cost you anything. Pirate Ship buys like bulk amounts of space on cargo ships, and so they are able to offer you, Ground Advantage, cubic footage stuff. It saves you money. Nurse, what's up? Sheffy says, I think I'm going to change my card to sticker, but the same design. I love it. Sheffy, we'll put you up here. We'll have to get you up here next to your thank you card. Oh, Hollow Grunt is in the house. What's going on? Hollow Grunt. All right. I like that name. That's fun. Hollow Grunt. I like that. I approve. My name's NiceComps, and I approve this message. All right, putting this in here. And then, what do we got next? Let's see. Man, it feels good to be feeling better this week. Definitely still just getting over that cold, still just minorly out of breath. I noticed it actually a lot when we were garage sailing on Saturday. So we went to this community sale. It was like a ritzy, kind of rich community sale. It was not a good garage sale day. I got stuff. It's not that I didn't get stuff. It's just a lot of driving. But everyone's driveways were really, really long. So I'm like huffing up these driveways. I probably went to 40-something garage sales. So I'm like huffing up these. And I get to the top and be like, And not just because like an out of shape thing, but because it's literally, I've just been getting over that cold. You can probably still hear it a little bit, but I was just like, oh my gosh, of course the day that the garage sales are all like uphill has to be getting over the cold. Oh my goodness, we have another one that I'm super excited to get out of the inventory. Here's another one. I was a baby reseller when I got this too. So this is item 539. This is a 2012 Juicy Couture blue cropped blazer. It says it's a women's large. I debate that. It is, it just doesn't have a lot of fanciness to it. There's just not a lot of interesting stuff to it. Just really, really basic. Now I got it for $1, so that's fine. But I definitely, probably, I don't know that I would pick it up now. I don't know that I pick it up now. But I did at the time and paid $1. Sold for $20. It sold for $20. All right, they are going to get a cute little lipstick. Bling, blong, ding, dong. I'm very happy to see you, nurse. Up in PA, thrifting on 99-cent day. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. 99-cent day. That is the time to go. That's fantastic. I love those. I go every 3 weeks. I've been going to a dollar thrift store. Not everything's $1. It's a certain color tag. But we've been getting some really great stuff there. Okay, so this is going to Amanda in Minnesota. And we're going to go ahead and copy this and go over to Pirate Ship because this is over £1. And then let's take a look here. So yeah, it's just kind of a really super basic blazer. Like it's got a pink inside, black or blue outside. Definitely has been marking down. I think it had gotten down to like 23 or 24, and I took an offer for 20. I was like, take it. No, please, really, it's fine. It's fine. Take it. I'm happy. 1 tab 3, and let's take a look. So we are going to pay in shipping. Drum roll, please. $7.56, and then we'll take a look and see what our friend Amanda paid for it here in just a second. Filled 2 carts. That's my girl. Good. That's amazing, nurse, because I know you were kind of trying to, like, you were kind of going through a little dry spell there trying to find some inventory, so I am very happy for you. That is amazing. Look at all this success. We got Mike shipping out $9,500 sewing machines. We got a nurse over here filling carts at 99 cents. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I love hearing those successes. Those make me very, 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 very happy. I am cheering for each and every one of you 1,000,000,000%. So, there's that. And then going over here and copying that to clipboard. And then we'll go ahead and put that tracking in. So they paid $8.99 for shipping. So we made a little bit of money on that, kind of made our original investment back. Got quite a few things going out of the inventory today. I tell you what, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it again. It's nifty. I know it is, because the only reason this stuff is freaking selling is that auto delist and relist. Like that Juicy Couture, 100%. That Cougars shirt, 100%. Those busted Levi's women's jeans, 100%. That is $20.40. That's $48 in sales. I would not have had if Nifty wouldn't have delisted, relisted, and then those people sent me offers that I took. I would not have gotten that. So that's $46 right there that would not have happened. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. It's worth it. I freaking love them. When I see Neha someday, because I'm convinced I'm going to meet her, I am going to give her the biggest, most giant hug that anyone has ever given a human being, because the amount of stuff that we've been able to sell because of Nifty compared to like when I was with Vendu or anything else, like it's astonishingly different. Okay, so next one we got here is a Tommy Bahama. So this is the time of year that this is going to sell really well. This is a 100% silk Tommy Bahama. Never snooze on that. This has the coconut buttons on it, and it sold for $20.40, which means it was probably an offer that Nifty sent out, and the person accepted. So that's exciting. All right, and they are going to get a little sticker here. Oh, he's cute. Look at him. He's very handsome. He's very, very handsome. right, there is that. Where's my handsome boy? Where'd that boy be? Where's that other handsome boy? Where is he? He must be outside. He's out gallivanting, Mama. He's out gallivanting. All right, so we're going to get this put in its little bag here. It is under a pound, so we are going to ship straight from the bays that is E. And we've got... So we are paying $5.62. Our friend Christopher from California, what is up California in the house? Paid $5.99. So we made about 38 cents on shipping on that. I got this at a thrift. I got this at Goodwill, I believe. For like $5.99. I think I got it for like $6. So it almost hit my 3 time with something like that where it's a 100% silk, large Tommy Bahama. Even if I gotta pay $6 for it, even $7 for it, I'm cool with it because I know I'm gonna list it and it's gonna sell. Like I just listed that like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 days ago. And so for something like that, like if it's like that or it's Ariats or it's like Lululemon or Vuori or something where I just know it's going to sell like so stinking fast, I'm not as worried about that cost because I know I'm going to recoup my money almost immediately. There's not a ton of brands I would do that with though. For sure, not a ton of brands. Faithful Eve. Hi. Hi, Faithful Eve. Okay, next thing we've got is something I've actually sold twice. So I sold this last week on Poshmark, not realizing it had gotten listed on Poshmark. It is a comforter. It is not handmade. It's not handmade. This is just a factory-made one, and it's missing its tag. However, I got it for $7 or $8 at that senior center thing I went to, and I knew it would sell just based on the pattern of it. It's super cute. It's totally like cottagecore, grannycore, but it is over the weight limit for Poshmark, and so I had to message the gal over on Poshmark. Now you can sell and ship things. Where's my? Oh, there it is. You can sell and ship things over 5 pounds on Poshmark. However, you get dinged. Good morning. Rebecca, hi. You get dinged. And so for each pound that you go over there, you have to pay an additional fee. And so it was going to cost me like $10 to ship this comforter. And so obviously I was like, well, I'm not going to do that because that would eat into the profit. So it'll just resell. Now the gal over on Poshmark said, because I cleverly said to her, hey, so I have to cancel this order, and I explained to her why. And I said in my message, I said, so unfortunately, I'm unable to sell this on this platform. I appreciate it because I appreciate you. I think I said, this platform charges the additional fee unlike other platforms that are out there. So she sent me a message back and she said, well, do you sell on other platforms? Now you gotta be really careful when you answer this because A, either your message will get blocked or B, you're gonna get a naughty puppy message from Poshmark. So I said, yes, there are other locations I'm on, including a place that starts with an E and ends with a Y. Wink emoji. And so I said, so if you want to find it over there, I will honor that price and we'll get it sent. Now, I don't think this is the same gal. The name looks different to me, so I don't think it's the same person, but it did sell for the same price that it did over on Poshmark, although I just don't have to pay the stinking $10 fee. In case you're wondering why I'm doing this with a saran wrap, it's so that I can make this smaller, because then I will not eat any shipping for the blanket. So what we're basically doing is I'm creating like almost like a space saver situation, because I will be able to get this way smaller if I do that. So we're going to wrap it first like that, and then we're going to go squeeze, squeeze. And then tape down the squeezed edges just a little bit here. I don't need to make it super, super small, but as you have seen, sometimes just that little bit of smallness will help. So you squeeze it, and then you get it in a bag. Oh, I gotta get more tape. Give me that. Give me that last piece. I gotta get more tape. Just a second, you guys. Just a second, please. I love this tape dispenser because it is so easy to use. All right. Come here, Mr. Tape. Come here, Mr. Tape. I need you. I need you, Mr. Tape. This is my favoriteest tape in the whole world. I have tried, I think, every brand, but I love this one the best. I like this one the best. It doesn't leave any weird residues. It's not the quietest tape, but, you know, either am I. So, why not use trash bags and a vacuum cleaner? I could, Debbie, if I was really trying to get it, like, really, really, really small, I could. But I charge enough for shipping. I'm not that worried about it, number one. Number two, that means I'd have to go get the vacuum, plug the vacuum in, put the vacuum in the thing, do all of that. Ain't doing it. I'm not doing that. Time is money. A little bit of SRAM and a little squeeze, and we're good to go. But the trash bag's a good idea. If this was something like super, super, super big, and I was going to get destroyed on shipping, I would probably do that. But we're just going to do this. We're going to get it all snuggled in a 24 by 24 bag, and we're going to send her on her merry way to whoever this is going to, because I haven't looked yet. All right, getting this here, getting that here, getting that here, and we are able to get that big comforter down to this size as compared to where it was. All right, so let's go over, and I mean, obviously we're going to go into pirate ship for this. So this is going to Camille in California. Okay, you can't make this up. I think we've had everything's been California except for one Minnesota. How many things have we shipped? Like 10 or 11? This is insane. That's so weird. What is up, Cali? Okay, so we're going to go over here and get this printed out, and then let's take a look. So this is in a poly bag. I am going to do a little measuring on this. I don't think I can cheat the system too much on this one. So we're going to do 14. Could probably do 13, actually. So we'll do 13 by 13. And then we are at, what are we at for weight? 6 pounds. So when I put something on the scale and it's like this, I like to turn, kind of put it on the scale and then turn a couple times, make sure it stays. It's technically 5 pounds, 15.7 ounces, but it only being that 0.3, if I don't put it at 6, the likelihood of there being a surcharge is pretty heavy, unfortunately. So, okay, so let's take a look here. Our friend paid $12.99 for shipping. We are paying $8.48. Boom! So we're making $4 on that. I originally paid, it was either 7 or 8. I can't remember. So we're only out like $4. So after all the fees and stuff, we still made like $25 on this blanket, which is great. Fantastic. Perfect. I love it. VT's in the house. What is up? I swear a high percentage of my sales go to New York and California. Yeah, my top cities, I think, when we looked, were Texas, California, Pennsylvania, which was so random, and it might have been New York. Might have been New York. I can't remember. I'd have to look again. All right, we're going to get this printed out here and headed out to Camille. Cali and Texas for me. Yeah, Riz, those are my big ones. Although, like I said, Pennsylvania is like way up on the list. It's really strange. I can actually look here. Let's take a look and see. I am curious because the last time I looked at this, let's see if I can find it. Should be in here. Okay, so here we go. Here's my top as of the last, like, 60 days. California's moved into number 1. So 18% California, 9% Texas, 5% New York, 5% Florida, and 5% Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania has moved quite a bit down because Pennsylvania was up at the top last time I looked. So that's so crazy. So interesting, right? Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Let's go. What's up, Meg? I get a lot of New York and Cali, says Bailey. Yep. Coley, I see you on YT. Thank you for going over there. I appreciate you. I had a Mercari order and the label says UPS SurePost. That means it cannot go to the post office. Okay, so technically you can take I don't want to get backwards on this. Technically you can take a UPS, or you can take a USPS, no, rewind. You can take a SurePost to USPS, I believe, technically. But not all will accept and some will reroute. So I don't push the buck. I know other resellers that say you can. I'm not going to do it. So if it says UPS SurePost, I always take it to UPS because I want to get that original scan. So what UPS SurePost is UPS has basically hired USPS to finish the delivery off. So UPS is shipping it to the facility, and then the facility at UPS is then, or at USPS is then taking and putting it out on delivery trucks. So I always take it in. I want that first scan. I want to make sure it scans and is uploaded on time. So I don't try to do the skirt the issue. Lil Pickle says, my top is Florida. It's literally every other state to Florida. That's so crazy. California, New York, Pennsylvania, Florida, Texas are my most frequent. Jennifer, that's me too. That's so weird. We all have the same places. That's interesting. Yeah, because it says USPS parcel select, but also UPS. So guests take it to UPS. Yeah. So let me see if I've got one in here that says that. That's just, no, both of these are just straight UPS. But yeah, so if it says that, if it says the SurePost on there, you have to. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. The contract for SurePost was canceled. Oh, and it's UPS only now. Really, Bailey? SurePost dropped at the USPS nullifies insurance. Yes, and that is true. So Riz is correct on that. For the insurance purposes, it has to be scanned for the original one. The contract was canceled. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense because I haven't gotten any SurePost yet today. Huh. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. All right, yeah, because they all just look like regular UPS ones now. Interesting. It's all going ground. Weird. Well, we're still saving money, so as long as we're still saving money, I'm happy. Oh, man, it is muggy today, you guys. Like I said, Riz, are you muggy? Does it feel muggy where you're at in Texas today? I don't know what it is. It's like, ugh. I'm going to change my shirt. I'm going to put some lightweight on. All right. Okay, so that is everything on eBay. Let's take a look. I think we got a couple on Depop here. All right. So first thing we sold over on the Poppy that's D. This is a Y2K. This is a brand called Roper. Now, Roper is not a desirable brand, right? And I think that they made a mistake naming their business Roper, which they wouldn't have thought about this when Roper started. But whenever you name your company the same thing as like a frequently searched thing, you're going to end up with your brand getting watered down. Like if I made measuring tapes and I named my company, Measuring Tape, and then people are searching for measuring tapes, my brand is going to get watered down because there's going to be so many other things that have that as like a keyword. Of course, obviously Roper didn't think about that when they made their stuff because they've been around forever. But what this is a little pearl snap shirt. It is nothing fancy. It is nothing crazy. I got it for $1. It sold for $10 on Depop. I'm happy with that. Let's go moving right along. All right, so we're going to put this over into Pirate Ship and ship this. All my stuff from Depop, I ship using Pirate Ship because it saves me money. I actually make money over on Depop because of that. I know not everybody can do that, but we were lucky enough to somehow get roped into that. See what I did? So this person's getting a narwhal, and they're going to get a thank you card. Muggy, yes. No, Shauna, I'm south of Austin. So it is like, I'm going to have to turn this up today. I got to turn that fan up. Like, it is like, I can't even describe the level of humidity, Muggy. I feel like I'm in Florida right now. All y'all that live in Florida, you know what I'm talking about? That's what it feels like in Texas today. It feels like that muggy, disgusting feeling. It's only 69% humidity. Oh, Gene, it feels like so much more than that. Roper Aztec can do well. Yes, and that is a good point. I think anything Aztec will do well. Lala! Everybody say hi to my friend Lala. Guys, if you ever want to know one of the nicest human beings that's ever lived in the face of the planet, that's like literally the most overly helpful, awesome, ridiculously great person, a human being that's like the actual definition of Snow White, only like a weirdo Snow White, like myself, like kind of like a little weirdo, a little fun, a little unique. That's my Lala. That's my Lala. I love her. She's amazing. So we are going to pay $4.52 for shipping. They paid $6.99, I think. So we made a little bit on the shipping on that one, which is fantastic. So this is going to Sergio in Oklahoma, where Sergio is going to get this shirt because Sergio wants a Pearl Snap shirt, but he only wants it for $9.56. Hey, Tom! Hey, Tom! Where is he? Where is he? I hear you, mister. Gallivanting. That's what we call it when they're just like going in and out from inside outside. The gallivanters. They're professional gallivanters. No, la la. My brain isn't braining today. It's okay. I literally spelled 47 things wrong this morning and almost shipped the wrong shirt to someone, and Erica saved us. So, it's that kind of morning. It's Monday. If only Sergio is what kind of jingle he just got. I know, right? Knows what kind. Oh, look at me. La, that looks like the head thing I wore for our wedding, which, by the way, la, can you believe it's almost been 10 years since our wedding? What in the HE double hockey sticks? What's really weird is it's been 10 years since our wedding, but I mysteriously haven't gotten any older. That's the real mystery. I don't know how that's happening, but my phone is stupid. It keeps adding stuff to my words. Drea, everybody's having technical difficulties today. Creekside's brain isn't braining. I'm misspelling things. Your autocorrect thing has lost its mind. We're having a day. I know. Law says I do not age. Well, I appreciate it because I refuse. I decided, you guys, many years ago I wasn't going to get any older. We made the decision, and I'm sticking to it. Laura, Isaiah's going to be 30 this year. That's disgusting! I remember he just graduated from high school. How does that even happen? All right, next thing we've got here is one of my favorite brands. You guys know I love selling the Ralph Lauren, especially like the old kind of Y2K situation. Always sells. I got $13 for this, which is about what I usually get for this over on Depop. I would say 13 to 20 is typical over there. On Depop, I don't really have to pay any fees or anything over there. It's so little that like I'd want to sell this for more like 14 or 15 over on eBay. Probably closer to 20 on Posh. But for me, on Depop, since I don't have as many fees and stuff like that, I don't mind letting stuff go for a little bit less. So we are getting, let's see, who's this going to? This is going to Nikolai in Oregon. Nikolai, you're my guy. You're getting a polo shirt. I am forever and always 32. Dre, I like that. LG Flippers in the house. How is my main man LG doing today? How is he? Ooh, it is a day. I got a song in my heart today, folks. There is a song in my heart and a belly full of coffee. That's what we got. That's what we got going on today. Okay, Nikolai in Oregon, let's get you your amazing shirt on its way. And it is 12 ounces. And let's take a look at the shipping. So Nikolai paid $5.99 for shipping. We are paying $5.62. So we cleared that, made a couple cents. LG Super Duper. That is for fantasticness. Groovy Grabs! What are you guys doing? Groovy Grabs, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you on here a lot. What have you been working and living your life? Oh my goodness, guys. I'm telling you today, we're feeling silly today. All right. Okay. Would you guys like to know the conspiracy theory of the week? So Justin's got a conspiracy theory. So every 60th label, for some reason, my Rolo printer will kind of half print, or it'll go here. So you have to push the thing to make it go ahead. He's like, this is the scam that Rolo did. He's like, Rolo's got it programmed. So every 50 to 60th label, you have to print one out. So you have to buy more of those labels. And I'm like, but what Rolo doesn't realize is I get my labels for free at UPS. You can't fool me, Rolo. Now, I'm also incredibly cheap and I like to recycle and reuse everything. So I save these. And then I use them for the Whatnot shows. I cut them into 4s and then I write down who won items and then we put them on the bags. Because I am cheap and I like to save a buck. I like to say, guys, I am the person that I'm telling you this, and anyone that is a friend of mine knows this is true. I could be a quadrillionaire and I would literally still try to save 4 cents on everything. It's just built into I was raised on food stamps and government cheese. It is built into me that I have to save money. I can't not do it. I can't not do it, guys. I can't not do it. All right, so that's going USPS, paste, boom, done, Marcus shipped, moving right along. Always says just one more chapter. That is what I'm talking about. LG's going on vacation on the 8th. What should I do before I go? Well, I would definitely suggest packing. That is definitely... She's a smart aleck. LG, you got packed clothes to go take with you. I would also suggest lighting up a way for any animals to get fed while you're gone. These are also good things. No, if it comes to reselling though, usually what I will do is I put all my stores on vacation, and then I always make it so that my store stays on vacation, but so that people can still purchase things. But I will set my stores on vacation until I'd always leave myself a couple days. Because when you get home from vacation, you all know you need a vacation from your vacation. You're exhausted, you're tired, you're spent. The last thing you want to do is roll in your house and start shipping items. I don't know. Maybe you do because you love it, but that's not me. And so I will set mine, if I'm going to get home on the 13th, I won't ship anything until the 15th. And so I will put that I'm gone until that day. Because that way anyone that buys stuff isn't expecting me to ship anything out until the 15th or 16th. And so that's kind of how I work that. Groovy, things are going swimmingly. We're in this interesting grind. We're in a grind. We're in a grind, Groove. We're in a grind. So we are full entrepreneur in it at our house again. So it is me and Justin doing this full time while he builds another online business. And it's crazy, guys. It's wild, it's crazy, and it's amazing. So, little sticker here, little this. So, this is an Emily McCarthy blouse. It's the Poppy Pop white textured striped short sleeve. How do I know that? Because Nifty told me that's what it is. So, thank you very much, Nifty, for using my pictures and then figuring out what this was for me. I got this at that local thrift store on those dollar days. I got it for $1 and it sold for $40. Oh, no. That's not true. I think this is one of the items. I don't think this was $1. I think this was one of the $2 things. I think this, because I remember doing the live with you guys, and I think that this was a $2 item. Anyways, it sold for $40. What's great about this is that, so when I send an offer out on Poshmark, the most I really will go for a discount, really anywhere, unless I'm literally trying to get stuff out of my closet. But the most I usually will go for is 20%. I feel like as a small business, offering a 20% discount is a fairly good discount in my mind. So this happens to me a lot on Poshmark, where they'll send out an offer. So I originally had this listed for 48, I believe is what it was. And I got an offer for 32. And so I came back with 40 because that's 20%. And then they didn't do anything for days. And then they came back with an offer for 32. And I put it at 40. They put an offer for 34. I countered at 40. And like another day or two went by. And then they sent an offer out for 40 and I accepted. So sometimes, guys, you just got to stick to your guns. I know how much these sell for. I was confident it would sell for at least $40. So I was not going to take any less than that for this item. So sometimes you just got to stick to your guns. And if you know that you know that you know something's going to sell for a certain amount and you're 100% confident and you're not doing it because you're emotionally attached to how much you spent on it or you're emotionally attached to the item or physically you're just like, I don't want to take it. You know, you're being like a little snot about it or whatever, which I mean, I can get snotty too, trust me. But as long as you're doing it, that's coming from a place of like, no, I know what this is worth. We're going to wait and hold on that. It'll sell. It may take a minute, but you know, there's a difference between turning and burning and a difference between just selling stuff, just selling something just to sell it. You know, you're like, oh, just get it out of my store. It's like, well, if it's really worth the 40, you know, hold on to it for a second. So work is stupid busy right now. Ugh. I don't like work. That's why I choose to do this. You're welcome, LG. Lula says, I got clothes razor you promo and love it too. Posted my first 20 things on Posh inspired by you. Ah! Fantastic. You got did you get one of these? One of these little guys off the old TT shop? By the way, this thing is amazing for Lent. So we were talking about this. This shirt here, right? I was trying to just use my regular lint rollers on it, my Kinesis, which I really like them. They're fantastic. But for some reason, it was not getting all the little tiny white fibers that were in here. So this morning, I just used this on this, and it pulled up all the rest of the little white, weird fibers that were on there. So it, like, sucked them up. So it does more than just shaving. It also got all the little white lints out. So that was really cool. That was like a neat, unexpected little treat. I think those are those still on sale too? They were. Let me take a look. Definitely better than the old one I used to have, for sure. Let's see. They were on sale. Let's see. Oh, I think they just went off sale. Oh, nope, spring sale. Spring sale, guys. I think this is going to be the end of it. It must be getting ready to end soon. So if you go into my TT here, and you go over to Product Showcase, it's this one right here, and it says Spring Sale. It's great, and it's rechargeable, so I don't have to keep using batteries. So, congratulations on getting it. That's fantastic. Yeah, I know. Lula says, yes, I love it. I know, it's always cool when you get something, and it does something, like, more than you thought it was going to do. You know, I mean, I just got it because I was scrolling through the old TT at night, and it was like, man, I need to get a new lint razor thing. It's just, my old one had gotten to the point where it's just eating through batteries, and I was like having to really push the material in, and I was like, oh man, I could either buy a new one that takes batteries and have it keep eating batteries, or I could do rechargeable. Ooh, welcome back to the team, Groovy. So yeah, handheld things that buzz are amazing. Ah, Foxy! Whoo! My lord. That is what she said. All right, we're going to download this label, get this printed out, and here we go. Levi, it's corn. It's a big lump with knobs. It's got the juice. I couldn't imagine a more beautiful thing. So this is going to Jennifer in New Orleans, Louisiana. Please and thank you. See, you gotta print another thing out. I'm telling you. It did a half print. Let's try it again here. Really what it is I probably just need to adjust the paper that's behind it, but that's okay. Believing it's a conspiracy theory is sometimes fun. So we'll save this one, because that's what we do, and then we'll throw this one out that printed only half of the thing. All right, doing this, and getting this on here. Now this is going on Poshmark, so we can just put it in the free stuff. You know, we like to use free stuff as much as possible. And I think that might be it for the weekend sales. I think we had a total of, I think it was like 13, excuse me, which is kind of low for a weekend for us. Normally it'll be in the 20s. But two things. One, payday is tomorrow. Two, new tariffs were just announced, so it's going to be weird and rough for a second. Three, the economy is having issues. And then four, we got tax returns coming up. And then five, I had been sick. So when I was sick, I didn't list for like, I think it was around 4 days. I was living in bed with a fever dream. And so I just got out of the algorithms. And that happens. It happens. It's true. It is a real thing. Anyone that tries to tell you that the algorithms don't matter is not telling you true and correct information. The algorithms definitely boot you when you're not on there all the time. So it doesn't mean you have to be on there all day. It just means that at least getting one item a day listed. And had I not been as horribly ill as I was, I would have. But, you know, it is what it is. It's corn! That's right, Levi. Okay, everybody. That's me. That is everything. I hope that you guys have an amazing, awesome Monday. So I do have a Whatnot show tomorrow. For those of you that want to tune in, I have a very adorable costume I will be wearing. So if you go into Whatnot, all you got to do is find me. I'm right here. This is the show for tomorrow. It is vintage and Y2K toys and plush. And I don't even remember what I got. So it's going to be a little bit of a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to be doing giveaways. We've got Starbucks gift cards giveaways. We've got items giveaways. And I think everything that I can think of, I think everything's starting at like $1. So, and we'll do max shipping on that too, so that you'll have reduced shipping. I need to put that on there actually. So you'll have reduced shipping so that you won't have to pay extra in shipping, and I will cover the extra. So make sure you guys tune in. So that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then does anybody else have any shows coming up? Anybody else got any shows that they're going to be doing here that they want to shout out? Please do. Let's take a look and see if I've got anybody coming up here. Hustle's doing one, it looks like after mine tomorrow. So mine's at 7. It looks like his is at 8. So he'll have that. So yeah, you guys, thanks so much for popping in today. Make sure you follow me over on WN. Make sure you subscribe over on the YT. I took a ton of videos from garage sailing the other day. So I am going to be making one longer video, which will be over on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube yet, it is just NiceComps, same as everywhere. So pop on over, make sure you subscribe over there so you can get notified. You'll get to see me live in action garage sailing. So y'all asked for it. You've been waiting for it. I am making a video over there. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. Oh, thanks, Just More. The costume tomorrow night is like going to be adorable. I'm just gonna say it's adorable. So, all right, you guys, have a beautiful day. I wish you guys the best of luck. Happy hunting. Take care of each other. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.